local politics channel, where today we are going to be projecting the remaining of the swing states. And I'm sorry I didn't fill it in beforehand. That's my bad. And I want to also announce that we now have a Discord server, the Eagle Commune. Now, don't worry about the name. It's not communist. It's a communist government for the server. Well, we'll figure that out later, but, you know, we haven't updated the results. So, yeah. So, this is the beginning of the server. And also, remember, subscribe to the channel. We need to hit 40 subs. Let's get to 40. Come on, guys. We got this. Now, anyways, to start off with the results, I will be using the New York Times numbers. We can definitely call all these. Without a doubt, Donald Trump did win in all of these red states and districts. And Joe Biden definitely won in all these blue ones. That we can call immediately. .253 to 214. That gives Joe Biden the advantage. Now, last night, Trump was leading in these states, and he was gaining ground in these two, enough to handily give him the election. But Joe Biden leads in these two states, and now today he leads in these ones. Joe Biden leads enough to get 306. But we're just going to call it based on the trends. And if Biden can win those states or not. Now, Pennsylvania, last night, it was still more red votes, but it's moving further blue. And we have to wait for Pittsburgh and Philadelphia to finish counting. And there are two solidly blue counties inside of Pennsylvania. So, in Pennsylvania alone, and also it's trending further blue than it was this morning, it was a tie. But Joe Biden was ahead narrowly. And now Joe Biden's ahead by quite a bit. Around about 17 or 16,000, I mean. About 17,000, actually. So, Pennsylvania, we can call now for Joe Biden, immediately giving him the win. So Joe Biden immediately wins now. But can his lead grow, or can he win more? Well, yes, he can. But first, we're going to go to Alaska. Alaska, yeah, I don't have much to say about Alaska. It's trending red. Like, Trump's lead has grown in there a little bit since the last time I saw the numbers. And also, who would really expect Alaska to go for Biden anyways? If you actually think that would happen, then you're so wrong. North Carolina. In North Carolina, I don't know. Oh, the numbers did update quite a bit. Trump's lead has shrunk a little bit. Okay, Orange County still has a lot to count and a decent population. Also, Wake County. Lots of people, and a little bit left to count. Yeah, mostly blue counties have stuff left to count, and a lot of red counties still have stuff left to count, but not all. And a lot of the red counties that still have stuff to count has barely any that could swing the vote in North Carolina. But as of now, I think Trump's going to carry North Carolina with those updated numbers. So that puts it 232 to 273. And now we're going on to Georgia. Now, Georgia, last night, it was a tie, but Trump led. And now Biden's leading. It was a tie this morning, Biden leading. And now Biden's leading overall. I think Georgia could go to Biden now because of current trends and the fact that this one county, Clayton County, still had stuff left to count for so long. And it's mostly just split very thinly among all the rest of the counties. Georgia might not have recounts now. It's like I don't know the exact threshold there is in Georgia, but the threshold in Georgia, all I know is that it might still do recount. And even if it does recount, I expect Biden to still win after the recounts, giving Biden Georgia. Now, Arizona, oh, shocker, I think Biden's going to carry it. But Trump's lead did grow, and Maricopa County is proving that. Even though most of the results are in, I do still think Biden will win it. It's not like at the rate that Biden's losing ground there and Trump's closing the gap. Arizona would still go blue, but very narrowly, like about how close Michigan was in 2016. And Michigan, by the way, if you're going to try and debate me, it's about 3 points. 2 points, actually. But almost 3 points. And Nevada. Nevada, Biden's lead has grown and is expected to grow very much in Clark County and Washoe County, where, like, even though, like, these counties still have stuff left to count, it doesn't even matter because their populations are so small that their votes are pretty insignificant. However, Clark County goes, so does Nevada. So Nevada, I expect to be won by Joe Biden, giving a final total of 306 electoral votes for Joe Biden and 232 for Donald Trump. Now, that's not to say that it's been guaranteed yet, but at the current rate that it's going, Joe Biden is expected to win, flipping the 2016 numbers, because Trump won 306 in 2016, and Clinton won 232, I mean. So that would flip the entirety of the 2016 numbers, meaning that Democrats flipped everything in 2016, well, in the presidency, basically. Not on the actual every single exact state, but flipped several Trump states, even red strongholds for a long time, Arizona and Georgia. Swing states that Trump won, Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, and just closer than expected, that could have gone to Trump, but most likely wouldn't have. So, as of now, we can call safely that Joe Biden will win the presidential election, becoming our 47th president. But that's not to say that Trump could not win in the courts. Now, the only problem with that, though, the Supreme Court made it really clear who they're going to rule for. So, in the Supreme Court, we can now safely assume that Joe Biden will still even win, because the Supreme Court, Justice Barrett, recused herself from the case in Pennsylvania, and then Justice Kavanaugh, I forgot the Chief Justice John Roberts, I remembered now. They also voted with the Democrats in the Supreme Court, thus meaning that I don't expect the Supreme Court to overturn the election results at all. And also, if they did, that would spark a civil war. At least I assume it would spark a civil war. I don't think all Democrats would be all ready to fight in a civil war, but I wouldn't. I don't want a civil war. But I think that's what could easily happen if that were to be the case. So, yeah, that is the results that I'm assuming will be final. And that's just saying that Trump's still leading in every state he's leading in, mainly just North Carolina and Alaska. That means that Trump's going to win those two. But Biden's leading in every other state. And even flipping back in Pennsylvania and Georgia. Pennsylvania and Georgia, I'm 100% certain are going to go to Biden now. Almost. Georgia, 80%. Pennsylvania, 99%. Arizona, I think Trump could still win Arizona and Nevada, but it's highly unlikely. And even if he does, Trump could even still win Georgia. If Pennsylvania goes to Biden, which I am calling it for Biden now, then it doesn't matter. Biden will have won just with Pennsylvania alone right now. The only thing Biden can lose after this point is either D.C., Delaware, or Vermont, and still win the election, which is highly unlikely. In fact, this map alone looks so freaking false. Yet, this is currently the most likely map. Now, it's not to say that it will be the final map, but it's the most likely map. But regardless of that, thank you all for subscribing, And if you haven't subscribed, then what are you doing? Please subscribe. Let's get to 40 subs and even possibly 50 subs by December. And also, I also made my Discord server. I will link it in the description for y'all to join in to it. So yeah, without further ado, that is my prediction. Bye bye.